Hello children, today we are going to revise the lessons which are coming in annual exam. First I am taking transportation of substances in animals and plants. Define right auricle. What is right auricle? It gets deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body through veins. This blood is pumped into the right ventricle. So if the definition of right auricle will come, you are going to write down this. What is aorta? It carries blood to different parts of the body. What is pulmonary artery? It takes blood to the lungs for oxygenation. What is valves? What are valves? They separate each of the chambers so that there is no mixing of blood. They allow blood to flow only in one direction. So this is what definition of these things. This manner you revise definition of all the things. Okay. Now next is what is transpiration. Define transpiration or translocation will come. So what is transpiration? Transpiration is the losing of water from the plant in the form of water vapor is called transpiration. Then next thing, factors affecting rate of transpiration. You know there are four factors. First is the condition of air, the amount of moisture in air, the number of stomata found on the leaves, the size of the leaves. After that, importance of transpiration. After factors, what is there? Importance. What is the importance of transpiration? Importance is exchange of gases takes place and cooling effect, and one more is there, effect on mineral and water transport. Okay children, so these things are related to transpiration. Now we are coming to discuss what is translocation. What is translocation? Transportation of food prepared by leaves is called translocation. Now next is excretion. You know what is excretion? Definition of excretion. The process of removal of waste from the cells of living organism is called excretion. In human being, what are the excretory part of our excretory system? You know, excretory parts of excretory system. Pair of kidneys, two tubes called ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Okay, so these are the parts of urinary system or excretory system. What are the waste material which are excreted by our body? So there are number of substances like carbon dioxide, okay, sweat, and also urine and urea and uric acid form inside in our body. Okay. What is urine? What is urine? It is excreted from the body in the form of pale yellowish colored liquid. Okay, urine contain 95% water and remaining 5% urea and uric acid. Okay children, so this is excretion in human being. Dialysis is artificial removal of these things with the help of machine. This is called dialysis. Next is excretion in plants. Plants excrete what? Carbon dioxide and oxygen, excess of water, excessive salts, and gums, resins and latex. Okay children? And children, you read very carefully, points to remember, and each and every line of the lesson. Now next lesson is reproduction in plants. First type, what is reproduction? Define reproduction. Children, what is reproduction? The process of producing young ones from their parents is known as reproduction. This is of three types. First is asexual reproduction. What is asexual reproduction? What is asexual reproduction? The formation of new plants from the cells of a single parent is called asexual reproduction. This is also three types. First is budding. Budding takes place in yeast. Example of budding is yeast. Second is fragmentation in Spirogyra and fucus. Fragmentation. Third is spore formation. Spore formation. Okay, example of these things. Budding, yeast. Example of budding is yeast. Fragmentation, Spirogyra, and fucus. Spore formation, that in like ferns it takes place. Okay, and mosses. Ferns and mosses. Second is vegetative reproduction. Vegetative is related, means if plant produced from any part of the plant, this is what vegetative reproduction, like it produced from root, stem and leaves, that is what vegetative reproduction. There are two ways. Natural means naturally which produce, we call them natural vegetative reproduction, like in our garden grass and all, they grow by stem, so this is what natural. Sometime we do that, okay, then it becomes artificial. Now root, how the examples of root, asparagus and dahlia. Okay, then stem, there are many examples of stem. Vegetative propagation in stem, like plant as oxalis and grasses, I told you, chrysanthemum, different way they grow. So these are the example of stem. Some stems, they are what, fleshy stems, okay, they store food in them, and from that part the new plant grows. We have divided it into four parts. First is rhizome, water rhizome. They have bud from which outgrowth are produced, which give rise to new plant. We call them rhizome. Example of rhizome, I am telling you of stem. Example of rhizome, ginger. Okay, then example of this second one, bulb, onion and garlic. Onion and garlic. Third example of tubers, potato. Fourth, corms, glandulus. So children, what are these processes and what happen in these processes, like what are rhizomes and what are the example of rhizomes, how they produce, you revise that. Okay, third is by leaf only one, that is bryophyllum. I told you example and I had shown you also. Okay, from leaf, what is root, I told you dahlia and asparagus. Stem, many examples are there. Leaves, leaf में bryophyllum. Okay, now we are coming to the artificial vegetative method. So we can propagate the plant by artificial vegetative method. First is what, grafting. Okay, in grafting we take the desirable part of the plant. Okay, upper part is called, which we are going to grow in other plant, that is called scion. Okay, and in which we are going to grow the mother plant, that is called stalk. This is mother plant. Okay, and in this I am going to tie the plant which we want to grow. Like suppose this is yellow rose and we grow on in what, red rose. So red rose is what, mother plant, this is called stalk, and this yellow one is called scion. Okay, so this method is what, grafting. Second is what, cutting. Like simply we cut the stem, thick stem, not very thick, and we sow in the like desirable season, in rainy season and all, and new plants come out from that. Third is layering. In also this method, we one branch of the stem, we put soil, some soil on that like this. This is plant, this is branch. We take the branch, okay, and what in this process a young branch is lowered down, okay, and bent toward the ground and covered it by moist soil. And what happened, new plant grow from this. Like this part is now what is grown here, roots, and now this is going to behave like a new plant, this part of the branch. Okay, after some time roots arise from the branch and grow downward. The branch that can be cut off and the parent plant and allowed to grow into a new plant. This plant is going to grow into a new plant. Okay, next is tissue culture. This is very like nowadays very popular, tissue culture. Okay, a small piece of tissue, what do we call that, a small piece of tissue, explant. Okay, explant we take is cut out from the growing tip of the plant, then we place it in a nutrient rich medium which promotes cell division. What happened, this is cell, group of cell, okay, when we put it in a nutrient rich medium, so multiplication of cell will take place. Now this multiplication is called, cell division result in a mass of loosely arranged cells. Now this is called callus. First it was explant. In the beginning we have taken tissue, this is explant. When it grows in nutrient rich medium we call it callus, which eventually forms multiple shoot. क्या बनाता है ये, shoot. After that it makes shoot. Okay, shoots, rooted shoots are then shifted to this rooted, the shoot which is formed, roots are developed there. This rooted shoots are then shifted to pots and suitable condition are provided to grow into mature plant. Now children, we are going to discuss what is sexual reproduction. Plant, flowering plant, okay, like flowers, their reproductive part, it has 4 parts, you know, petals, sepals, petals, stamen and pistil. Stamen and pistil, they are reproductive part. This is stamen, okay, filament and anther. Anther is full of pollen grain. Filament, anther, okay, and this is what, stamen. This is male part, and stigma style ovary is the female part of the flower. Okay, in this ovules are there, these are female, ovules are female, ovules are arranged in ovary. This is style, this is stigma, and we call it pistil. This is female part of the flower. What happened when this is matured, this pollen grain, they reach to the stigma, and these spores, they are cell inside. Okay, what happened, these spores, when they get nutrient from this, and this cell outer side dissolve, and inner cell take the nutrient and form tube, and this male gamete, okay, travel in this pollen tube. Here this is this and this is pollen tube, and this male gamete reaches to the female gamete. Female gamete is what? Ovule. They fuse with each other. Male gamete and female gamete, they fuse with each other and they form zygote. This is called fertilization. This is called fertilization. Okay, children? And after that, what happened? All the parts of the flower, they shed off and the ovaries swell up and turn into fruit, and ovule turns into seeds. And this seed we sow and new plant is there. Okay? Now we are going to discuss electricity. The important points to remember while drawing circuit diagram. What point we must remember? There are 3 points while we draw a circuit diagram. We must remember, first is there should be a source, that is one or more electric cells. Second, the wires should not have any discontinuity. Third is the only component that can have a discontinuity is the switch. So these 3 you remember, children. Now what is heating effect of electric current? What is heating effect of electric current? Like when current passes through any conductor, it heats up that conductor. Like metals are good conductor. I am giving you example, like in bulb filament, when the current passes through the filament, it glows. Okay, this is due to heating effect of electric current. Second effect is magnetic effect. One more example of heating effect, that is electric fuse. In this, we use the metal which can melt easily. Okay. Now, what is the magnetic effect? When current is passed from conductor through conductor, that behaves like magnet, and we call this electromagnet. And what we are going to define it, an electromagnet is a device that acts like a magnet when an electric current is passed through it. It loses its magnetic properties when the current is switched off. Okay, what 2 things are important to increase the magnetic effect? Number of loops and amount of current. Okay, if we increase the number of loops, means more current will pass and magnetic effect would be more. Okay, and if we increase source of current, then also magnetic effect will increase. Now next is uses of electromagnet. They are used in loudspeaker, telephone, electric bell, etc. Okay. Children, our next topic is forest. What are the uses of forest? All you have to learn all the uses. Okay. We can ask, first is what? Profile of a forest. All we have divided in 4 parts: canopy, crown, understory and forest floor. Then uses of forest. What are the uses? Important uses, all you go through. Like its use in medicines. Cinchona tree gives quinine. It is very important. We get quinine from cinchona tree. It is very important medicine for treating malaria. Okay. And after this, forest also help in purifying air. All how green plants take in atmospheric carbon dioxide to manufacture their own food and release oxygen as a byproduct, and this oxygen is used by all living organisms. After this, interdependence of plant and animals. Food chain. What is food chain? What is food chain? All animals we know that depend on plant for food directly or indirectly. Okay, directly herbivores, they depend on food directly on plants. Okay, so we call them primary consumer. like in food chain, producers are there. So all green plants are producers. They are eaten by herbivore. They are primary consumer. Herbivore are eaten by carnivore or omnivore. They are secondary. And ultimately they are eaten by some other animal like lion and tiger. They are tertiary consumers. And when they die, they are attacked by microbes like fungi and bacteria. They, what do? They decay their body, they simplify their body, and again whatever the nutrient is there, they mix with the soil and again taken up by the plant. Food, what is food web? There are many food chain are existing in the nature. Okay, so there also, as I told you, complex representation of energy flow in nature, we call that food web. It appears like web, that is why we call it food web. Now, why forests are disappearing? Because of indiscriminate cutting of forest for various purposes, like population is increasing, okay, to make for cultivation of crop, for making houses, we are cutting forest. Okay, now how we can protect it? By like, what is conservation of forest? Protection of forest is called conservation of forest. How, what are the ways to conserve the forest? First is afforestation, second is planned cultivation, third is prevent illegal logging, and prevent overgrazing. That's all, children.